Critics of the president are hoping Robert Mueller can do what Hillary Clinton couldn't in 2016, but it remains unknown if a sitting president can even be indicted. One America's Alex Salvi takes a look at why midterm elections may determine where the rule stands today.
The latest convictions against Paul Manafort and the plea deal reached with Michael Cohen are being used as a rallying cry for Democrats calling for the indictment of President Trump.
It is, I think, constitutional to indict a sitting president.
I mean, the bottom line legal issue is the president is not above the law.
Well, my view is a sitting president can lawfully be indicted.
But the question remains as to whether or not a sitting president can be indicted. The issue is not mentioned in the Constitution, Congress has never addressed it in a statute, and the Supreme Court has a narrow ruling that doesn't answer the question. As a result, the Justice Department has been left as the arbiter of the question, taking the stance in 1973 and again in 2000 that a president cannot be charged with a crime. President Nixon was named as an unindicted co-conspirator by Special Counsel Leon Jaworski in 1973, accusing the cover-up of the break-in at the DNC headquarters. But the Special Counsel rejected the unanimous recommendation to indict Nixon.
President Nixon reportedly will announce his resignation tonight, and Vice President Ford will become the nation's 38th president tomorrow.
Nonetheless, in the face of impeachment, a political and not legal proceeding, Nixon resigned in 1974 and was later pardoned by President Ford. Congress passed a law 4 years later, reestablishing the office of the special counsel. The powers appointed were vast, giving unprecedented authority to a court-appointed prosecutor who answered neither to the president nor Congress, but with limitations.
The memo says you cannot indict the president, nor can you issue criminal process with regard to a case involving the president.
The question was again tested under President Clinton, when independent counsel Ken Starr began investigating the Whitewater land deal in 1994. His probe was eventually expanded, allowing him to look into the president's alleged affairs with White House intern Monica Lewinsky. Starr's office commissioned a memorandum in 1998, saying he had the authority to indict and convict President Clinton. However, the Justice Department shut down that belief.
His Justice Department issued an opinion in 2000 saying a president cannot be subject to criminal process. To reiterate that, because they were afraid the president had given away a prerogative of Article 2.
President Clinton was ultimately impeached by the House before being acquitted by the Senate. The lack of a clear rule prompted the Justice Department to rewrite its structure for future special counsels. Under the current framework, if Special Counsel Robert Mueller finds sufficient grounds, he could ask Acting Attorney General Rod Rosenstein for the authority to indict President Trump, as the author of the rule explains.
If the acting attorney general interferes with the special counsel in any way, either because of a cover-up or because of whatever reason, maybe legitimate reasons, he's got to report that to Congress.
While Congress wouldn't have a legal plan of recourse, it would have the politically driven option of impeachment. A mere majority is required in the House to bring forth impeachment proceedings, and a two-thirds supermajority is required in the Senate in order to remove a president from office.
The case is a futility to start. You can't, so that's why you can't indict a sitting president. It's got nothing to do with being above the law. If he's impeached, he can certainly be indicted.
Right. It's about process.
Correct.
In other words, the question of whether a sitting president can be indicted largely falls on those democratically elected by the people, highlighting the potential importance of November's midterm elections. Alex Salvi, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.